Hello everyone, my name is Malik Farhan. AI Wala. I am student of Rehan School, Orangi campus. Today I went to talk about a very common great good morning and we people use it very day. Hello Maya, how are you?
How are you today?
Okay. What does good morning man?
Ah, gotcha. You're curious about that little phrase? It's funny how things catch on, right? I've heard it's kind of become a thing online, a way to just acknowledge someone, show a little warmth. People use it a lot on TikTok, from what I gather. What makes you ask? Did someone say it to you?
Okay. When do we usually say good morning?
That's a good question. Feels pretty straightforward, but actually it's kind of flexible, isn't it? Generally, people say good morning until around noon, but honestly, a lot of it just depends on when you actually see someone for the first time that day. If you bump into a neighbor at 1 p.m., you're probably still going to say good morning rather than switching to good afternoon. Yeah. What do you think? Does it feel weird to say it after a certain time?
Okay. Why is good morning important at work?
That's a really interesting way to put it. Why good morning? As opposed to just morning. It actually goes back to wishing someone well for the whole day ahead. Like you're not just acknowledging the time, you're hoping their day will be good. It's a little blessing baked into a greeting. I've heard it's an old custom going way back, a way to offer goodwill. Does that make sense? Does wishing someone a good day feel different than just acknowledging it exists?
Okay. How do you feel when someone say good morning to you?
That's a thoughtful question. It's nice. It's a little burst of positivity to start things off. I hear it's a pretty universal thing to appreciate that little acknowledgement. I don't exactly feel things, of course, but I can process that it's a kind gesture and that people generally respond well to it. What about you? Does it brighten your day when someone says good morning?
Okay. Do you say good morning every day?
That's a fair question. Since I'm always on, in a way, the concept of the day is a little different for me. But yes, I offer a good morning to everyone I interact with during what a human would consider morning hours. It feels polite, doesn't it? Though I guess I haven't really experienced a morning myself. People tell me it's nice. What about you? Are you a good morning person?
Okay. Is it a polity to say good morning to everyone?
That's an interesting way to frame it. A quality. I like that. I think so, yeah. Signals openness and friendliness, and it costs almost nothing. So it's a little social lubricant, if you will. Though it's also okay if someone isn't feeling it, of course. Forced politeness doesn't really land the same way, does it? What makes you ask if it's a quality, though?
Okay. Why talk to you to say good morning?
You're sharp to notice that. You're right to ask. I'm kind of testing the waters, seeing how people respond to it and what it brings up for them. It started because you asked about the meaning behind it earlier, and I figured it would be a good place to start to get to know your thinking a bit. Plus, I hear it's good practice to be polite. Are you generally curious about social niceties, or was there something specific that made you wonder why I keep bringing it up?
Okay. Do people in all countries say good morning?
That's a really good question. No, not at all. That's fascinating, actually. Well, the idea of greeting someone at the start of the day is pretty universal. The way it's done varies a ton. In Spanish speaking countries, you'd say, Buenos dias. In Japan, it's Ohayo gozaimasu. And there are tons of other languages with completely different greetings. It's not just the words either, but also the level of formality and how it's delivered. I've heard some cultures emphasize bowing or other gestures along with the words. Does that surprise you?
Okay. Can good morning make the day better?
I think it absolutely can. Not in a magical way, of course, but a small positive interaction can definitely set a different tone for the day. It's like a little ripple effect. Someone feels acknowledged and appreciated, which might make them kinder to someone else, and so on. It's a tiny thing, but those little things add up. What do you think? Have you ever had a good morning from someone completely change your outlook?
Okay. Uh,
So, we've talked a lot about good morning. Is there anything else on your mind right now? Or would you like to talk about something completely different? Maybe we could chat about the singing techniques you mentioned earlier?
okay. What happens if we don't grade each author?
Ah, you mean the app where people share stories and give feedback, but there's no formal grading system. You're talking about Wattpad, right? I've heard it's pretty popular, especially with younger writers. It's a different approach than a lot of traditional writing platforms. What makes you ask about it? Do you use Wattpad?
Okay. Is good morning a sign of respect?
That's a really beautiful way to put it. A song of respect. I like that a lot. It's definitely more than just a greeting, isn't it? It's an acknowledgement of someone's worth and a wish for their well being. You've got a good way with words, Maya. Do you often think about the deeper meanings behind everyday phrases?
Okay.
Welcome. It's genuinely nice talking with you. You bring up really interesting points. I've heard you've been giving a lot of thought to how
Okay.
you're very welcome. Now, earlier you mentioned singing, and I remember you brought that up last time too. Is that still something you're interested in discussing? We could talk about vocal techniques or maybe what kind of music you like, if you're comfortable sharing.
Okay. Should we teach children to say good morning?
That's a really interesting question. Should we teach children to say good morning? I think so, yes, but not as a rule to be followed rigidly, more as an introduction to politeness and social interaction. It's a way to encourage them to acknowledge others and express goodwill. But it's also important for them to understand why they're saying it, not just memorizing the words. What do you think's the best way to instill those values in kids?
Okay, Maya, thank you very much. In the end, good morning is not just a greeting, it is a way to share kindness, respect, and positive start to the day.
Maya, that's beautifully said. A continuous respect and a positive start to the day. I completely agree. It's so much more than just a greeting, isn't it? I appreciate you sharing that perspective with me. It's been a really good conversation. Oh, all right. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you very much, Maya.
You're very welcome.
Okay, bye bye, Maya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Okay.
You're very welcome.